Connecticut 127 Sports presents Race 6 of the Fictional Piston Cup Series for Martinsville Speedway, the Tach-O-Mint 400. This track is historic for being not only the oldest racetrack in the Piston Cup schedule over Darlington Raceway, this is also the first short track of the 2026 season where these racers could bump each other at the paperclip here in the state of Virginia. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Cruz Ramirez on her second pole start of 2026 with Ryan Laney in the 12 blinker car. In row 2, Brandon Powercar, last year's winner, with Jim Reverick trying to avenge his loss from last week at Darlington. In row 3, Rex Revler with Ed Truncan trying to run up in the front like last year. In row 4, William Byrev with Bubba Wheelhouse in the 23 car. In row 5, Chris Roman with Lightning McQueen trying to get his first win of the 2026 season. In row 6, Rich Mixon trying to earn his second win of the season with Bobby Swift in the 19 Octane game car. In row 7, rookie Tim Treglis with Rowdy Bush in the 8 HTV car. In row 8, Sheldon Shifter with Gogo Logano in the 22 Fiber Fuel car. In row 9, rookie Herb Kerbler with Shane Van Gassenbergen in the 97 RPM car. In row 10, Nick Shift with the 2024 winner, J.D. McPiller. In row 11, JP Drive with last week's winner at Darlington, Master Dragon 4000. In row 12, Chase Racelot with Colin Barton in the 32 Amazon Prime car. In row 13, part-time racer Flipped Over with H.J. Hollis in the 60 and Tuacola car. In row 14, Carl Reeves still trying to overcome the growing pains of post-rookie season and a terrible race last year with Steve LePage in the 34 Trunk Fresh car. In row 15, Jackson Storm with Speedy Comet in the 21 Blinker car. In row 16, Cal Weathers with Daniel Swervis in the 7 Octane game car. In row 17, rookie Eric Breaker with Brian Spark in the 52 Leakless car. In row 18, Tango Speedstar with Marcus Krenzler. And in row 19 is Conrad Camber, who will not be racing today due to a personal issue that he's having, so he will not be earning points today. Our weather for this evening is 60 degrees Fahrenheit with 4 mph winds from the north and cloudy skies. Here's our race analysis: 40 laps, 21.04 miles around the 0.526 mile track with 12 degrees of banking and turns 1 to 4 and none on both straights, and pit road speed is 30 miles per hour. The pace car is off to the pits. Meanwhile, Cruz Ramirez and Ryan Lane are ready to lead like about 33 or 34 cars to the green flag. Here we go to the front stretch. The green flag's in the air. We're underway here at Martinsville. Alright, got a bit sidelined there. Anyways, Ramirez in the lead against Power Car and Ryan Laney. On the scoring pylon, you see Camber in 37th. He is not in this race. As I said earlier, did not start. That's why you see DNS. Ramirez leads lap 1 against Power Car and Laney, side by side for second place. Power Car versus Laney. Brian Power Car again won this race last year against number 12 Ryan Laney. Also, we only had one Martinsville race because of a shorter schedule, so he won the Easy Auto 500, not this race. Still side by side for second place, Power Car and the number 12 Laney. We have an onboard number of Rex Revler, with the blue graphic on the bottom right. And we got trouble in the backstretch in turn 3. Master Dragon 4000 goes around. Cal Weathers got hit by the number 9 of Chase Racelot and Eric Breaker with rear damage. Cal Weathers the huge one. A lot of damage on the around him. Alright, let's take a look at that again. The 42 made contact with Master Dragon 4000. Maybe the MD 4000 is trying to go low, or Weathers mistake the number 69. Hits the inside safer barrier. Okay, Master Dragon 4000 goes around. Jumps the curb next to pit road. The 9 of Racelot took a huge lick to the 42. The 5 Eric Breaker got loose. A few others tried to miss it. It's a really narrow track, So you gotta be careful with your surroundings. Just look at that again. Olis also gone through that wreck. Hopefully does not ruin Master Dragon 4000's day, including Eric Breaker. Here's a view from the helicopter. Tango Speedster and Jackson Storm dodged that wreck. I'm not sure if there was damage from 20, and looks like there is from Brian Spark. Now you're running along with Chase Race a lot. That's a bad crash. Now with... Alright, this is Master Dragon 4000. And finally, his teammate Tango Speedstar. Great job for the rookie dodging that wreck. And we're going to step aside for a bit since we're under yellow here at Martinsville Speedway. Welcome back to Martinsville, Virginia for the Tach-O-Mint 400. We're ready to go back green next time by. The light truck, the pace car, and Cal Weathers has been going through the pits for laps already since the caution came out. And here are the cars involved on the lap 3 crash. Eric Breaker, Chase Race, like Cal Weathers, and Master Dragon 4000. Now that graphic is gone. Alright, so as I was trying to say earlier, Cal Weathers has been going to the pits ever since the pit road was open and the caution came out. And Brandon Power Car is stalling the bottom row. Ramirez and Ryan Lane are going to lead the field back to the green flag. And here we go to the restart zone. The green flag is back in the air here at Martinsville. Ramirez, the fastest car ever since the beginning of the race, before the caution came out. Unfortunately, Chase Racelaw is out of the race. Cal Weathers is keep going through the pits, and Brandon Power Car is going to serve his penalty. Ramirez leads lap 9, now into lap 10. Local Wheelhouse is currently the fastest car on the track. Again, as I said earlier, Brandon Power Car is going to have to serve his penalty for stalling the rest of the field. I believe it did not meet minimum speed before the green flag came out, or instead he forgot to react like, oh, we're about to restart. And unfortunately, he's going to get a lap by Cruz Ramirez and the rest of the field. At least he's not Cal Weathers in this situation. Cal Weathers has been going to the pits way too frequently, and his day is done. He should have quit the race like number 9 at Chase Racelaw. Now into lap 12, Auto Wheelhouse is still the fastest car on the track. To lap 12 out of 40, and Cruz Ramirez is currently the fastest car on the track. As you see, FL on the right, and she's highlighting blue. Now we're going to take a lap around with the number 12, Ryan Laney. Right here in the turns, you have to let go of the acceleration, hit the brakes once you come out of turn number 2. Go full throttle, hit the brakes, and let go of the throttle. And as I said, and as we running around with Ryan Laney, Tim Treadless is currently the fastest car on the track. Now you're seeing a battle for 17th. Bobby Swift versus Colin Bargan. Swift got loose in front of Master Dragon 4000. Looks like that crash didn't even stop the number 69 from trying to stay on the racetrack. Bobby Swift is side by side against number 32 Colin Bargan. Now you're riding along with Cruz Ramirez. Ramirez is still a leader after starting on the pole. She's trying to make a new record on leading all 40 laps here at Martinsville Speedway. It's going to upset a bunch of people, especially for the number 51 leading all these laps, and not that much lead changes. Ryan Laney currently trying to catch up to the number 51. Ramirez is going to come back, lead lap 16, now into lap 17. You're still seeing Cal Weathers trying to go back on the track, trying to meet minimum speed, otherwise he's going to have to go back to the pits. Alright, there's so much stuff going on right now, that's the reason why I can't say that you're doing this part of this track. Now you're running along with Tango Speedstar, battling out number 4 Jay McPillar for, I don't know which position, maybe lower than 20th place. I don't even see him in the sprint pylon. Alright, he's battling for 23rd. He's passing number 4 right now. He's behind the number 8 of Rowdy Bush. McPillar trying to gain that momentum against number 56 of Tango Speedstar. Now we're going back to Cruz Ramirez and the number 12 Ryan Laney. Rich Mixon is currently the fastest car on the track right now. Now you see him highlighted in blue. Now Cruz Ramirez and Ryan Laney are coming back to the start-finish lane for lap 20. Now once we enter and exit turn number 2, get ready for the halfway jam. Alright, that was your halfway jam. We're running along with Ryan Laney with 17 laps to go here for the Tach-O-Mint 400. Not that much passing as you've seen but during the halfway jam. Cruz Ramirez is still your race leader. And going back to the start-finish line, now we're heading with 16 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. Here's the helicopter view with the number 12 Ryan Laney against Cruz Ramirez. I believe there's a problem with this racing package here in Martinsville. I believe it's a high downforce and high horsepower or something else. Alright, here are the lap times as of lap 26. Rich Mixon on the top. Or is it something else misspelled or something? I don't know. Alright, you're currently seeing the battle for 9th place. Lightning McQueen versus Chris Roman. The fastest lap times as of lap 26 is now gone. Now Cruz Ramirez is the fastest car on the racetrack. We're still seeing the battle against Lightning McQueen and Chris Roman. Oh, Lightning McQueen got loose against number 11 of Chris Roman. Roman passes number 95. Alright, behind him you see Tim Shredless versus the number 93 of Nick Schiff. Now running along with the number 36 of Rich Mixon. 13 laps to go in this race. Mixon goes up the racetrack. Bring up Byron, who's going to go to the number 36. Byron low, Mixon trying to catch him to the number 24. This is not good. I'm getting bored after watching this. And Cal Weathers is 13 laps down. Not good for him. Alright, 11 laps to go. Now back to the leaders. Ramirez and Ryan Laney. And Weathers is back in the pits. Again, still not meeting the minimum speed to go back on the racetrack and race against the other racers. 10 laps to go here at Martinsville for the Tach-O-Mint 400. For the next 4 races, Rockingham, which is next week, Bristol in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Kansas, and in 4 weeks, the big backtrack, Talladega Super Speedway. Mark that in your calendar. And if you want to see the rest of the race schedule, follow me on Instagram. Alright, we're riding along towards the near C51. We're trying to go, not going back to turn 3 and turn 4. She's going to cross the start finish line. Alright, let's go. Start finish line out. 3 laps to go. As I said, coming back to the start finish line, we're in turn number 4 now. We're in turn number 2. And in the back stretch. This is pretty fast that she could have put a few cars a lap down or more. Brandon Powercar currently is trying to catch up with the rest of the field. You know, he's a lap down after he served that penalty. Now you're looking at the number 56 of Tango Speedstar. Sorry for the frequent camera changing because I guess the camera people are getting bored. You're like, nah, forget the leaders. We're gonna swap cameras with these other racers. Now you're looking at Master Dragon 4000 against Revin Bush or Roddy Revin Bush. Now we're Colin Bargan and JP Drive. Drive had some new damage from that lap 3 or 4 incident. Colin Bargan battling at the number 84 for 15th. Bargan got loose. He's dropping a few positions against the 00 flipped over. Now we're 5 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. Cruz Ramirez still in lead against the number 12 of Ryan Laney. Alright, I just need to catch my breath for a little bit. And we're here coming back to the start finish line. 4 to go. Spark still trying to run away from the number 51 Cruz Ramirez. Not the best race here at Martinsville. Not the best. Alright, right along Ryan Laney for a lap. And right 3 to go. Brian Sparks still trying to pull up against number 50 Ramirez. Ramirez like 3 feet away from number 52. Now we're returning to turn 4. Ramirez coming back to the start finish line. 2 to go. Ramirez trying to hold a record on the most laps led at Martinsville Speedway. Now we're going to turn 3 and turn 4. Ramirez trying to get to the white flag. Otherwise, we're going to have to throw out the caution if the incident happens. Here we go. White flag is out. Last lap here at Martinsville Speedway. Ramirez trying to put on the best race here at Martinsville Speedway and earn maximum points. Now, out of the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Cruz Ramirez is going to do something that no one has ever done in 2026 yet. Cruz Ramirez is going to win at Martinsville Speedway. Congratulations to Cruz Ramirez for winning the 2026 Tach-O-Mint 400. If you guys are asleep right now, I suggest you wake up! I'm sorry if I just raised my voice. Alright, as I was saying, Cruz Ramirez is your winner. If you guys woken up after I just yelled through your TV speakers or I don't know what else you're listening to or watching this race. Now time to do some post-race stuff. Here are the official results. Cruz Ramirez is the fastest car of the day with a lap time of 19.814 seconds and an average speed of 95.559 miles per hour on lap 27. She'll earn that bonus point after a dominant day here in Martinsville Speedway. Here are the standings after this race. Cruz Ramirez is now the second best racer against Brandon Powercar in the standings by 60 points. Sheldon Shifter is now the highest rookie in the standings Conrad Camber falls from 24th to 28th place after missing this race, and a few other changes that you can view for yourself. Tune in next week for the Toe Cap 400 from Rockingham Speedway, North Carolina, starting Wednesday, April 1st at 5:30 p.m. Eastern and 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out a single race of the 2026 season. This is the Canny Cat 27, signing out.